How's it going, guys? My name is Jakefog and welcome back to episode number 41 of my Football Manager 2020 journey, here today with Leeds United. And today, it's a pretty important episode. As you can see, if you did miss the last episode, we currently sit 0-0 on aggregate against Celtic after not being able to beat them, despite the fact that they went down to 10 men in something like the 25th minute or something ridiculous. Hopefully we can win this game and put us through to the second knockout round of the Champions League. But based off the recent form that you may have seen in the last video, I'm not quite as hopeful as I was a couple of episodes. But with that being said, there has been a few games to catch you up on, so we'll just jump into that. But before I do, if you do enjoy today's episode, please do be sure to leave a like. I really do appreciate it. It does help me out. And if you are new around here or you are not yet already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to hit 500 subs by the end of August, and if I can do that, that'll be absolutely fantastic. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the games. So, after finishing with a 0-0 in the last episode, we followed it up with another 0-0. This one away at Chelsea. They're one of our rival teams that we're kind of battling with for the top four at the moment. So to go away from home and get a draw against them is by no means a bad result. Obviously, a win would have been ideal, just obviously to give us that little step. And I think it may have meant that we possibly overtook them. I'm not 100% certain, or we would at least be very, very close. And that top four would be well within reach. But obviously the draw, still a happy result. It's a tough place to go, Stamford Bridge. Not too worried about that one. And then after that, we had our fifth round FA Cup match away at Watford, looking to get ourselves back to winning ways. And Galeno headed in an Alenya cross in the 21st minute. And that was all she wrote. You can see here from the starting lineup, I think every single player, apart from Pavlenka, was rotated. Because, as you can see, Alphonso Davies on the bench with 83% condition, 87% for Calvin Phillips. We were struggling a little bit in the fitness department. We've played a lot of games. I'm pretty certain since the winter break it's pretty much been weekend game and midweek every single game, and it's just starting to take a little bit of a toll on the players. So this was a perfect opportunity to kind of rest those players in a tournament. Obviously I've won it the last 2 years, so I'm not particularly bothered about winning it again, but thankfully we did manage to win, and we actually do play Liverpool in the quarterfinal, which will be the second game in today's episode. And then back to the league, and we were back to our 0-0 ways. Another 0-0, this time away against Wolves. Again, they're not a bad team. I think they are right on the cusp of kind of like the top 7 or whatever. They're 8th or 7th or something. They're doing pretty well. So again, it's a tough game away from home. So just to not lose, I was pretty happy with. Obviously, I would have much preferred to take the win, but unfortunately we couldn't quite manage it. But a 0-0 draw away at Wolves, with our current form, I'll take it every day of the week. And then we had a tough game. I believe either first or second place Liverpool. It was between them and Manchester United for the title. We took them on at home, and Alphonso Davies gave us a lead in the 6th minute. And I was absolutely buzzing, but unfortunately Liverpool did manage to get an equaliser. A poor tackle from Davies, and Frimpong gets the ball in, and Firmino heads it home. But just a couple of minutes later, we had an answer for them. Kelvin finding Maria at the back post. Nice easy header for him into the far corner. But we weren't done there. Obviously, after not scoring for 2 league games in a row, we go and bag ourselves a third against league leaders or second place Liverpool. I'm not sure. Mikic firing in from the edge of the box. But the goal scoring wasn't done there. Fabinho gets on the end of a Ryan Brewster shot. But fortunately, that was all she wrote. And Liverpool, if I actually look here, they did actually have a goal disallowed in injury time. Just watch it here. Fabinho plays the ball in, goes past everyone, but Firmino was in the goalkeeper's eye line. Unfortunately, that was deemed worthy of an offside, and we did come out of it with a 3-2 win against Liverpool. Not too shabby. As you can see down here, we were pretty good. Like, we weren't bad. You know, we were arguably the better team in the whole thing. So you love to see it, and that's a nice way to finish things off. So with regards to the current standings in the Premier League, you'll see here we are currently sat in 6th position on 47 points, 4 points ahead of Wolves. Obviously, we drew away with them. We're level on points with Spurs, but they do have a game in hand. And then we're 4 points behind Chelsea in 4th place. So the top 4 race is far from over. And if you just look at our schedule, we've got Tottenham to play away in a couple of games, but then we've got West Ham 19th, Tottenham in 5th, 14th, 17th, 12th, Arsenal in 3rd. It's a tough game at home, 11th, 20th, 18th, 13th. So our run-in is fairly straightforward. we've had such a rough patch here. We've had the likes of Man United, we've had Arsenal, we've had Manchester City, we've had Chelsea, we've had Wolves, we've had Liverpool, and that run of games is awful. But thankfully we've managed to come out of it, well, pretty much come out the other side of it now, and obviously finishing off with a 3-2 win at home to Liverpool is just the icing on the cake, really. You'd love to see it. So straight into today's episode, I guess. So first off, like I said, we've got Celtic, and then we've got Liverpool in the FA Cup quarter-final. We may also have Regen Day. My Regens came in last year actually on the 14th of March, and then the Liverpool game is on the 19th. So there is a possibility that after the Celtic game and before the Liverpool game, we will get our Regens. I'm not 100% sure if it is going to happen, but that is something to look forward to. Hopefully we'll get some good players. We've been a little bit unlucky with our Regens as of late, and Alphonso Davies is not particularly fit once again, so we will get... Where is he? Am I just being blind? Hickey, there you are. You can start. I'll move him to left back when the game gets underway. We're also going to start Galeno on the right hand side, and Montano, and neither of the strikers are scoring. I'm just rotating between the two, hoping that one of them will eventually manage to bag himself a goal. But yeah, that is going to be the lineup today. Is it going to be the lineup today? I've got Franceschi is back. I'm not going to start Franceschi, but I am going to put him on the bench in case we need him. He's just come back from a concussion, so he's not the fittest, but he is still 83% match fitness. Not too bad at all. But so the lineup for today, so we've got Pavlenka in goal, Kenny and Sistana at the back with Phillips just in front of him, Hickey left wing back, moving to left back, Kelvin right wing back, Bogus and Söderberg in the middle, Maria on the left, Galeno on the right, and Garcia leading the lineup top. Let's get into it. Celtic at home. It's a game that we should be winning, and you know what? For today, let's stick it in 3D. I don't play many games in 3D, so today, let's play it in 3D. I did have a comment on the first episode of this series where some guy was like, for fuck's sake, why do people play in 2D? And honestly, it's just personal preference. It's like, I've said it before, I've played Football Manager since, I think it was Football Manager 2006 was my first ever Football Manager, and obviously back then it was only 2D, and since then I've just got used to it. I've obviously used 3D a bit in the past, but ultimately I think I just prefer 2D with 3D highlights, and that's just always how I've played the game. But today we'll play it in 2D, and I've just realised I've not actually moved Hickey to left back from left wing back, which is what we hate to see. Just drop you back. That's definitely going to come back to bite me. I just realised there as he was bursting up the wing that, oh, hang on, I was meant to do something with him, but I've forgotten, and he was about to burst up the wing again. But they changed their mind, and also these highlights, they are a little bit fast, so I'm going to switch it to slightly slower for these 3D highlights just so you can see a little bit better what's going on. It's weird how 3D in that speed seems too fast, and in this speed seems just right, but in 2D this speed just feels way too slow. It's very strange. As Galeno plays the ball in, it's off the crossbar, and what on earth has the keeper done there? That was interesting to say the least, but unfortunately Garcia couldn't quite pounce on it before the keeper managed to get the ball back under his grasp. And well, half an hour into the game and there's been very little action so far. We've had 5 shots, Celtic have only had 1, but we are yet to hit the target. We're controlling possession quite nicely as Söderberg on a corner in the 40th minute whips it in Maria at the near post. What a save onto the crossbar from the keeper. That is a phenomenal save. Fair play to keep the game at 0-0. We're going into the break level on aggregate as well, and if Celtic get 1 goal here, we're going to need 2, as we didn't manage to get any goals in the away leg, and he's just been tackled twice but managed to keep hold of the ball both times. Now Celtic play the ball out to this left wing, Lukaku. Can he find a man in the middle? Tete on it, he shoots. Pavlenka, what on earth is that? What is that? What are you doing, you oh my god. Pavlenka, so I've mentioned it before, someone commented on a few videos, I don't know, 5-6 episodes ago, how his first touch and his handling has cost us so much, and it has, but it's hard to drop him because 1, we don't have a good backup, and 2, he makes some unbelievable saves over and over and over again, but he just makes so many stupid saves and stupid mistakes, just like that one that you've seen there, and hopefully that's not going to come back to bite us. Hopefully we can get ourselves back on level terms and then find ourselves a winner, but obviously now Celtic, with that away goal, they are in, I suppose they're in pole position now with still 40 minutes left in this second half. The second half is still young. Hopefully we've got enough in the tank to grab some goals. If our strikers need to start firing, they need to start firing now as Maria heads it over at the back post, and Garcia, Montano, we need something from you. Garcia, if you don't start doing something, I'm going to have to whip you off. However, I might actually bring Montano on from Maria and go with 2 strikers up top. Soderberg crosses it in. Galeno nods it on. Garcia. Oh, he's offside anyway. He hit the post, but he was offside anyway. And then straight from this free kick after the offside. I think it was offside. Or was that just a goal kick? Did he just miss a borderline open goal? But Soderberg driving forward with it now. The box-to-box midfielder finds Kelvin on this right-hand side. Can he pick out a man in the middle? He gets tackled. He wins the ball back. He crosses it in. Falls to Maria. Is he going to hit it? He is. Maria scores. Come on. Dreadful bit of goalkeeping from the keeper. He just kind of sat down and was like, I don't want to save this. I'm a little bit perplexed by that goalkeeping. We'll watch it back again in 3D because we're already watching it in 3D in the first place. He comes out, bit of a mix-up, and then he just kind of sits down and the ball actually goes in the middle of the goal. It was a pretty weak strike from Maria. All in all, I'm going to tell him to get creative, get the touchline shouts going. Maria is very, very tired. He has got that goal, and he's got a decent range, but he's not particularly fit, so we're going to take him off, get Montano in as should I put him as a complete forward? You know what? I'm going to put him on as a complete forward on attack up alongside, up alongside Garcia. Soderberg's going to play in the corner. Just goes for everyone. Is that a penalty? Who was that? I think Galeno got pushed over, and the referee has awarded a penalty, and it's going to be Garcia stepping up. He's not scored a goal in a while. Pressure on his shoulders. Can he find the back of the net? He can. That's a great penalty right into the bottom corner. The keeper guessed the right way, but he couldn't get a hand down to it. And just like that, we flipped this tie on its head. We've got ourselves in the lead. We'll watch it from a lovely angle. That is very nicely placed into the bottom corner. So as it stands, we are through. However, 1 goal does change everything. So I'm going to bring on Alfie McCalmont in place of Soderberg in that box-to-box midfield role. Leave Bogus out there in the advanced playmaker role for now as Pavlenka kicks the ball forward. And it's headed down Mounier to Pavon. What's he going to do with it? He's got pressure on him, but he finds the ball back to Mounier. Switches it out left. It's headed inside to Amiri, and it is offside. And that is the end of a very disappointing highlight. I'm going to stick with how things are for now. I don't like making too many changes. We've been the better team by a long, long way. I'd rather we score a third than sit back and, invite pressure on ourselves. We don't do well under pressure. It's Kenne, good tackle there, clears the ball forward, and now we've got Montano on the ball. Takes it past his man with ease. Now he's got Garcia in the middle. Garcia through one-on-one. Can he find the back of the net? His shot is saved, but it falls to Galeno, who I think is onside. I thought the linesman was going to stand still there and raise his flag, but Galeno is onside, puts the rebound into the back of the net. You love to see it. And we are going through. As we'll watch that again. Garcia on his weaker right foot, straight at the keeper, saves it, but Galeno is there to pounce on the rebound and put it into an empty net from a tight-ish angle, but not too tight. And just like that, there is full time. 3-1 win, a comfortable win, dare I say, in the end. Oh, thank God for that as we advance through to the second knockout round. I don't know when the draw is going to be. Have all the matches been played? That is the question. No, there is more matches tomorrow, so I'm assuming that the draw will be after tomorrow. 8.18 million for that as well. Jesus. I didn't realise you got that much money. Now that is big, because obviously more money means more transfer budget, and I think I'm going to have to go pretty big in the next transfer window. I'm going to have to sign some big players. Because, like I said, we've struggled a little bit this season. I think now is a time where I really need to focus on actually properly improving the first team. I've got my eyes on a few players, but obviously it all depends on who is available. Also, talking about transfers, I've just remembered, I've offered this guy a contract. Darko Agic, I'm not sure. A 16-year-old Bosnian currently at Lyon. He's a right-footed left winger, so possibly train him as a left winger. He's got a very weak left foot. I don't really like left-footed players on the right-hand side, so I might retrain him as a right winger, but he does look very, very good for just 16 years old. He is fantastic. We're signing him for, what is it? It's about 6.25 million, rising to about 7.25 million if he makes 20 appearances, or is it 50 appearances for me? It's either 20 appearances or 10 appearances for the national team, or 50 appearances for me. I can't remember which one, but I think this guy is going to be an absolute superstar already at 16 years old. He's rated by my scouts as a 2-star quality player, potential of 5-star, and I think this guy could go on to be an absolute superstar. I'm very excited at the prospect of him joining us. I hope he accepts the contract, because if he doesn't, I'll look like an absolute idiot. But anyway, I'll just fast forward now to either the Liverpool game, the draw, or the youth intake. Whichever one comes first, that's what you're going to see. So I'll catch you in just a moment. Oh, and just like that, Darko Agic, I'm going to have to Google how to pronounce that. He's agreed the contract. We will accept it. Because he's only 16, he turns 17 on the 1st of September 2024, so he will not be joining until then. But yeah, I think he's going to be a very good player, so I'll just accept that one. Okay, so I've just been spam continuing, and I accidentally clicked on the intake of youth players. I did get a slight glimpse. I think I might have seen a 5-star player in there, but I have not properly looked at it. I hit the space bar and then I was like, oh god, quickly tab down to it so I could come back, so we could live this moment together. So Leeds United, if this player that I thought I saw that was 5-star now ends up being like 3-star, I'm going to be so upset. But here we are, Leeds United announced your new intake of youth players. Yes, come on. Kelvin Ibrahim, left winger / striker. Let's just have a little look at you. Hello. You don't look too bad. You do not look too bad at all. Let's see, interesting. Oh, he's part Nigerian as well. Interesting. You love to see that. So let's just have a little in-depth look at him. Look at those technicals already. Lacking a little bit on the mental side, definitely. And obviously he's very weak. He's got a bit of work to do in the physical department as well. And he's got a jumping reach of 3. He's 168 centimetres, which is like 5'7". He's pretty small. He is right-footed. What's his left foot like? His left foot is weak, so maybe having him as a left winger wouldn't be too great. However, he does have some very nice attributes to be a winger. Possibly could retrain him as a right winger, but that is my first 5-star player, I'm pretty certain, in this game. In this game? No, not in this game. Well, in this save with Leeds. You love to see that. David Jones, a 3.5-star potential goalkeeper. Not too bad. Unambitious. Need to tutor that out of him. We've got Tommy Nistial, who is Norwegian. Now, I wonder, has he come from Skeid? Let me have a little. Does it say anywhere? It doesn't say anywhere whether or not players have come from other teams. So if you do not know, you can, in the affiliates, let me see if I can find it. Club info, is it? I think, yes. So affiliates. So when you've got affiliate clubs, for example, you see here Glenavon in Northern Ireland. Glenavon may send academy players to train at Leeds United to gain experience. Leeds United may benefit with some of these players coming through their youth team ranks. So one of the teams that I have for that is Skeid football, because they've got quite good youth recruitment and whatnot, and they've got the same may send academy players to train at Leeds United to gain experience. Leeds may benefit with some of these players coming through their youth ranks. I know it used to tell you in the old games, so I don't know if that is the same, but it'd be interesting to see if he has actually come from them. Norwegian right back, 3-star potential, so he's not fantastic, but he could be okay. Can have a little look at my youth candidates. We've got a right mix of nationalities in here as well. Norwegian, Australian, Cameroonian, Scottish, Welsh, Australian, Italian. Phil Lewis, rangy striker. Love that over information. What does it say? He was born in Barry, so there is definitely and he's not like English at all. He looks like he's only just come over to England, so there's definitely nothing to say that he is, that he's come over to England. Whereas if we look at, for example, this guy, Stefos information, you can see there he's born in Australia, but he's already completed 1,126 days in England to gain nationality. So he's obviously been in England for a long time. However, this guy here, I didn't actually have a look. I probably should have had a look at him. I've completely lost where it is now. Eligibility, that's what, again, he's got 0 days completed. So I'm assuming he must have come through the fact that we've got a Norwegian affiliate, which, I mean, you love to see it. That is good stuff. But a 5-star striker. I'm so excited. You can probably tell, but I'm absolutely buzzing. I am buzzing. A striker as well. It's like, such a glamorous position, I guess you could say. Oh, I'm so pleased. Is there a way that I can look at my under-18 squad with all the trialists in? Does it show them? No, it doesn't. Is there a way that I can have a look at second nationalities? Insert column, general. Where is it? Second nationality, insert. I really love looking at what players like we have in terms of like. Is there any interesting second nationalities? So we've got Nigerian, Greek, English, and Northern Irish. So actually, not too many players with interesting second nationalities, but a lot of cool players with like general starting nationalities. Which I mean, you love to see. Let's just auto size all these columns so it goes back to like the size that it was before. So I'm so excited. I've been talking about this for far too long. I'm far too excited. As you can see here, these are all the youth candidates. So we've got a couple 4-star players. We've got Reece France and Callum Wainwright, who are, well, they're both strikers. So we've definitely had some good luck with strikers in this save. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Right, anyway, the draw for the Champions League is in a couple of days, so I will see you for that before the Liverpool game. Okay, so what I didn't realise is is this actually the quarterfinal? Okay, so we've actually gone into the quarterfinals with our win, not the second knockout round. I am so behind on my European football. There was too many rounds in the in the Europa League last year that I didn't realise that we're already in the quarterfinals. Wow, there's some big names in here. Inter, Juve, Liverpool, Man United, Real, PSG and Schalke. Obviously, I'm looking at that Schalke team. I want to draw Schalke, and PSG have got Schalke. So, I mean, who do I want? Inter? Are Inter any good? I mean, they only finished second in the what's it called last year? In the Serie A last year. Juve, I assume they won it. Of course they did. Win it every single year. Real, they finished third. So they're rubbish. They're rubbish. Draw me Liverpool. I've just beaten them. Leeds United are going to play. We're gonna play Juventus. Oh God. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That is not fun. Man United play Real. Inter play Liverpool. Oh, for God. And then if we manage to get through that, in the semi-final we'll play, well, PSG. Because I can't see Schalke being PSG. Or is Schalke really good? I mean, they're 6th in the Bundesliga. I can't see them getting past PSG. And then Real Madrid or Man U will play Inter or Liverpool. So I think we will struggle in the quarterfinals. That is safe. That is safe to say. And if we manage to get through that somehow, we'll struggle in the semi-finals as well. To be expected, to be honest. I mean, after all, it is the Champions League. So, I mean, at least we've reached the quarterfinal. Can't complain too much. But now, I will see you for the Liverpool game. Oh, actually, just before the Liverpool game, Kelvin Ibrahim, he scored a hat-trick in the youth candidates match. You love to see it. Yeah, offer them all contracts. I don't care. Yeah. Has he offered... I don't think he's quite offered every single one of them a contract, but he's offered the bulk of them one. Obviously, I'm not really that interested in the players that are below, like, 3-star. I mean, I'm not even that interested in the 3-star players. But at least it keeps, like, under 18, keeps players in the under 18 squad. Right, so now, probably for about the 5th time I've said this, but hopefully it's the final time, I'll see you for the Liverpool game. And finally, just like that, we are here for the Liverpool game. You love to see it. Liverpool, unsurprisingly, the favourites going into this game. And what's the fitness looking like? It's looking okay. Calvin Phillips is a little bit tired, so I'm actually going to sub him out. I'm going to start Montano. I'm definitely not starting Montano. I'll start McCalmon in that holding midfield role. I'm going to leave my trust in Garcia after he did manage to score in the last game, albeit from a penalty. At the end of the day, though, a goal is a goal. I'm also going to bring in Franceschi at centre-back ahead of Kene. But apart from that, the team remains the same. So it's Pavlenka in goal, Franceschi and Sistana at the back with McCalmont just in front of him. Davis left wing-back, Kelvin right wing-back, Bogus and Söderberg in the middle, Maria on the left, Galeno on the right, and Garcia up top as that lone striker. Franceschi's lacking a little bit in match sharpness, but we don't mind that. We're going to stick with the 3D again. Why not? Today's an episode of 3D. I'm in a much better mood than I was in the last game. We struggled in the last game, and we struggled in the last episode, and I didn't enjoy myself. I'm happy to admit it was a very frustrating episode to record and play in. But today I'm feeling a lot better. We're through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We've drawn one of the best teams in the world, but I mean, it is the quarterfinals of the Champions League after all. We've just beat Liverpool in the last game in the league. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. I've just got a five-star player in my youth intake, so I can't be that mad, can I? You know, the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. Do I even care about it? Not really that much, but I would love to win it as Garcia nicks the ball off of Virgil van Dijk. You might not be able to dribble past him, but you can definitely tackle him. And Alisson makes a very good save and tips the ball over the crossbar for a corner, and this corner is going to result in absolutely nothing as Virgil van Dijk absolutely hoofs it clear, and that one's definitely gone out for a throw-in. Probably gone onto the roof of the stadium, to be honest, but it's been a very uneventful first half. And, well, just like that, half-time is rolling up, but there is going to be one highlight just before half-time. Pavlenka's got the ball. Don't do anything stupid. And he manages to get the ball to a Leeds United head. Now Bogus driving forward with it. He's got support on this left-hand side, and Davis gets it, but through a tackle. Gets past his man, finds the ball into Galeno at the far post. Galeno heads it down. I cannot speak. You know, it's the classic. They tell you, when you have a header, head it down so the keeper has to get down to it. He's done exactly that. Alisson scrambling across his goal, couldn't keep the ball out, and we'll see it here again. Davis crosses it in. Galeno knocks it down, bounces pretty much on the goal line, and it nestles in the back of the Liverpool goal. And straight after that, there's going to be a highlight. Will all of our hard work become immediately undone, or are we going to be going in to this half-time break with a 2-goal lead as Liverpool keeping the ball nicely? It's looking more likely our hard work's going to become undone as Alexander-Arnold brings it down the right, cuts it inside to Anthony, crosses it to the far post, and Sadio Mane scores. I forget. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's probably about 30 seconds after he scored the last goal, to be honest. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, my mood's just been brought right down. Have that, is what Liverpool have just said there. But nice little volley, to be fair, from Sadio Mane. Places it very nicely into the far corner. And that is half-time. I'm going to say we've been the better team here. Keep doing what you're doing, and the win will come. They didn't seem particularly inspired by that inspiring team talk, so I'm going to give them a little shout, tell them to get creative. Alphonso Davies has picked up a knock. When doesn't Alphonso Davies picks up knock? Picks up knock? When doesn't Alphonso Davies pick up a knock? His fitness is... I might have to sub him off as a corner comes in from Liverpool. He's headed clear, but Mane picks up on the edge of the box. Florian Thauvin, that is a unbelievable strike right into the top corner there. Jesus Christ. And just like that, we're now behind, and we're going to be crashing out of the FA Cup if something doesn't change quickly. See here, I mean, it's a fantastic strike. There's not a lot that you can do about that. And I'm going to do the same change that I did last time, get Maria up top. But it's not going to be Maria, it's going to be Montagnu playing up top, and he's going to be playing as that complete forward on attack. Do I want to straight... I'll bring on Iribarren as well. And you know what? Let's bring on Calvin Phillips in for McCalmont. Just try and really give us that little bit more stability at the back. I mean, we've not been bad at the back, but I think what Calvin Phillips brings to this team is just so good, and he's so important. Obviously, he's the club captain as well. I'm pretty certain. I think Cooper might be the club captain, but he's the vice captain. As we're going to go a little bit more attacking here. I'm going to go with Galeno as a winger on attack as opposed to being on support. Switch to a more attacking mentality. Phillips, I'm going to switch you to support on your deep line playmaker. Let's go. Can we grab a goal? Can we grab an equaliser? Can we take this to... Does it go to extra time? I think it probably goes to a second leg, to be honest. Sabinho crosses it in. Sistana heads it clear. Galeno's running forward, but he kind of loses the ball, but he manages to get it back, and that's a great ball. Montagnu's bearing down on goal. He's so good from this position. And he's missed. Oh, last season, 99 times out of 100 probably, I would have expected Montagnu to put that in the back of the net, but he's just not had the same goal-scoring prowess this season as he did last season. It's been really sad to see as time is ticking away. We just saw a highlight for literally a millisecond there. As a free kick comes in, Sistana rises above everyone to head it clear, but Mane just picks it up completely. I mean, just gets ignored, to be honest. He plays it in now. Franceschi this time heads it clear, and are we going to have a little counter-attack? No, Liverpool going to get the ball back. We're pressuring them really, really nicely here, forcing them all the way back to Alisson in goal. He goes on, Iribarren wins the header, Montagnu, back to Iribarren, Can we do something fantastic in these last minutes? Montano crosses it in. Galeno at the far post. Galeno heads it in. His second goal of the game. Alisson gets a hand to it, but he can't keep it out of the back of the net. And we're back on level terms with just moments to go in this game, as we'll watch that back again in 3D. Oh, you'd love to see that. A great ball from Montano to pick out Galeno. Great header. Alisson gets his fingertips to it, but can't quite turn it round the post. As there is another highlight. And now I'm thinking maybe I should have switched from this attacking style of play. As Torreira got the ball. Now Fabinho's in loads of space. Plays a cross in and it's booted clear by Kelvin. Are we going to get on the end of it? No, Montano just kind of ignores it and lets Virgil van Dijk run forward and pick it up. Now Torreira. Someone's got it. Firmino tackled, and now can we bring a counter-attack? Galeno running down this right-hand side. Is he going to go alone, or is he going to find a man in the middle? I think he's going alone. Can he put it in the back of the net? Oh, Alisson makes a save. Falls to Iraban on the edge of the box. We know he can score bangers. And that was a great save from Alisson. I had my head kind of in my hands a little bit there. Did Alisson just do like a little spin on the ground after the shot? Let's watch this again. As it falls to Irabarren, he shoots. Keep your eyes on Alisson. He does a nice little 360. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm speaking too quickly. I've spoken too much in this episode. Soderbergh plays the corner in. Of course, it goes nowhere. Galeno picks it up on the edge box. Phillips shoots. What on earth is that? That's a dreadful shot. That is horrendous. As there's just 3 minutes left now. Does it go to extra time? Is it going to be the end? Soderbergh on a free kick. Can we grab a last minute winner? Crosses it in. It's Garcia scored. Come on. There's not a foul in there, is there? No, I don't think there is. There's no foul. There's no nothing. Garcia has scored in the 95th minute with what is surely the last kick of the game. Oh my God, pause it. I thought I paused it. I've not paused it. Get you on as a winger. Go back to the formation we were using before. Deep line playmaker. Defend. Positive. I'm not defending that hard. I'm switching to positive rather than attacking. And we've done it. We've only gone and done it. We beat Liverpool 3-2 in the league. We've beaten them 3-2 in the FA Cup. And we advance to yet another FA Cup semi-final. Struggle to perform. Who's this guy? He's pretty good. 18-year-old Russian centre-back. Signed for 28 million from Bayern Munich. He's not too bad, is he? But oh my goodness, we have done it. We've got ourselves to yet another FA Cup semi-final. Can we go all the way? Can we win it 3 times in a row? That's going to be the question. Who knows? Oh, but you know what? I don't even know what to do. I'm lost for words. I'm buzzing after this episode. I'm feeling good. Continue on. Let's see who we're going to draw in the semi-final. I don't even know who's got through. Everton play Chelsea. Come on, Everton. Can Everton grab a result? Everton have done it. Everton have beaten Chelsea 4-3 after extra time. And now who is left? Who is left in this FA Cup draw? Who could we potentially face in the semi-final? Who are we going to face in the semi-final? Because I'm not going to bother looking. I'm just going to find out on the day of the draw, which I believe is today, the 20th of March. I've got some messages in my inbox. Is one of them going to be No, nothing's going to be about the draw. As well, we can have another member of the coaching staff, and we can have another scout as well. Ooh, got space for 2 scouts now. I'm going to have to look at that, get another coaching. I've just done a big revamp for my coaches. I was so upset after the last episode. I was like, you know what, I really need to sort out my training and my coaches. And you can see here now, if we actually have a look at this, look at all that 5 stars everywhere, light training workload. Well, I say 5 stars everywhere. I've got 1 5-star, a couple 5.5, 4 stars. So yeah, my training now is phenomenal. We are going to absolutely smash it. We're doing great. We are doing great. We'll just continue on. Let's get ourselves to this semi-final. Leeds, Everton, Norwich and Burnley. Burnley are 14th, Norwich are 16th and Everton are 9th. So the one team I don't want to play is Everton. I mean, I don't really care who I play, to be honest. Norwich, yeah, we'll take it. Of course we're playing Everton. It's at Wembley, neutral ground. I mean, at least if we get through it, it means we've got a much easier semi-final. I mean, much easier potential final on our hands. Whenabouts is that game, actually? When is the semi-final? I don't even know if I'll cover it. I will cover it. So, yeah, because I've got Juve next up in the Champions League. So we've got a couple back-to-back episodes here. So we're going to have Juve Spurs in the next episode. Then we'll have Juve Everton in the episode after that. And then we'll see where we're at in terms of league and Champions League and Cup and whatnot to determine how we're going to focus on the end of the season. Just a quick reminder, we are still in 6th place in the league. Spurs did win a game that they played, but they have now played one game more than us and are currently sat 6 points ahead. So we have a game in hand, and we do still play Spurs, which we will see in the next episode. So that is something to look forward to. But anyway, that is where I'm going to finish off today's episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, please do be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and I'll catch you in the next episode.